We're going to take a quick review of the Agility applications from Macola, and we're going to do some directed order staging. So this is not confused with order picking. This is staging, where we're going to actually move material from the warehouse to the staging area where we're going to build our shipment. So let's take a look at how this works. The items I'm going to work on today are binned and lotted. You can just have binned items if you want. Lotted would be an option in this case. Take a look at it, review our sales order in Macola that we're going to work on. And then we're going to take a detailed look at where the material is in the warehouse so you can see how we're going to be directed. Some of the items are going to be binned and palletized, and others are not palletized. They're in a pick bin for onesie twosie picking. First thing I'm going to do is release my order for picking. I'm going to then come in and use the scan gun, just like you see here, and we're going to actually be directed and stage material. Then I'll use pick pack for building my shipment. We'll ship it out and bill it and invoice it. All right, let's take a look how that works. Okay, over here, let's take a look at our sales order in Macola. So this particular order is a status 1 booked order. It's for 3 items. Item ending in 5,000, 4,000, and 3,000. And here's our quantities that we need of each: 12, 20, and 10. These are non-palletized items, so we're just going to pick loosely as we go get them, and we're going to stage them to the shipping area. All right, there's our order. We'll come back to that. And let's use Agility to organize our shipment. So let's just go over here. When I first open my Agility, it comes up with this nice dashboard. So here's my order, 984, and it's a status of open. I'm going to move it to a status of pick. So you'll see it move around from down here to a pick status. Now what's going to happen is when we look at our items, we have item 3,000, item 4,000, and item 5,000. Here's our bins. So being directed, we're going to start from alphanumerically. We're going to go to A, then B, and then F, and then Z. You'll see here that these are the bins that are 000 are my floor pick bins. Anything above that would be bin 100 or bin 200. And in these bins, you can see that I have full pallets of product. If I need product, I could let a pallet down from, say, bin B100. I could let it down to B00, and then I would have more product in that bin. So I want to be directed today first to item 4,000 in the A bin. Then we're going to go to 3,000 in the B bin. And then finally, we're going to go to 5,000. And I only have 5 in this F00. So it's going to direct me to an overstock bin where I've got 45 more of this product. I still have full pallets above if I need them. So let's see how this will work. So I'm going to go to the Agility mobile app here. Just come back and log out. You'll see me log in. When I log in as Joe, I get the stuff that Joe is allowed to see. I want to work on directed staging. Okay. Now I just have to remind myself to release the order. So I'll come over here and use Agility to release order 984. I'll print my picking document. This is an option. You don't have to print a document, but it's a nice, easy way to tell somebody what they're going to go after. And in case they ever wonder where stuff is because they can't have a problem with a gun or something, this is telling them where a product is located. All right, it did print correctly. The scan gun needs it to be at the pick status to be able to go after it. Okay, my sales order. All right, so if I look at it, it tells me to go get this item, 4,000, and you should be going to bin A000. And it wants me to confirm the item that I'm going to pick. So I have to scan the item that I'm going to go after. So the items in these bins are barcoded. So I scan the item, 4,000. It wants me to get it out of the bin A000. Scan that. The lot number for that item, for that 4,000 item, is right here on the package that I'm going to get. And you can see here that I scanned a quantity field. That's no good. So I'm going to come back and try again. I got a lot number. And the quantity to pick is 20. It tells me up above, get 20 out of that bin. I'll save it. All right. So now we were on 4,000. It's directing us back to 3,000. And it wants me to go to bin B000. So I'll go there. And it says the item to pick in that bin is 3,000. And the pick bin and the lot number for the 3,000 item. And the quantity to pick is 10. All right, so now we're at the last item. And this is a little different, right? Because we've got 12 that we need to pick, but we can only get 5 out of this particular bin, F000. So we're going to confirm, we're going to scan the item we're going to go after in that bin, make sure it's right. The bin we're going after is F000. The lot number we got to get for that ends in 423. And the quantity to pick is 5. Okay. Now we're on the same item, but go get 7 more at the Z location. So Z, A to Z, the natural way we're going after, would be stuff in the back is A, and the closer to the dock we get is Z. So that's how an alphanumeric search goes. And we're going to go after the item now, the 5,000 item again. And the pick bin is the Z bin. And the lot number, I'm going to get that right off the package. And the pick quantity is 7. So when I finish, it tells me that that order is staged. Okay. So let's go back to the Agility applications. And we're going to look at the shipping application. So we've staged all our material. So we've taken it to the shipping dock where we're going to build our order. I just simply say new shipment. It gives me a shipment number. And then it says add a pallet. So I've got a shipping pallet here. And I'm going to add an item. And we can do this on the gun, but I'm just doing it on the desktop. So doing it on the desktop sometimes is easier. Sometimes it's easier to do it on a particular scan gun. There's my order. The first item and the lot number for that item, they're just asking me to confirm it again. And I'm going to put 10 in this pallet. Okay, it stays on that same order. I'm going to scan the next item, the 4,000 item. And for that item, the lot number and the quantity is 20. So I'm building a mixed pallet going to that location. Okay, so this pallet 1 has these 2 items in it. I want another pallet because it's full. I'm going to add another item. There's an option here for standard packs. If you had like 12 in a case, you could use a standard pack if you want. So it's the same order, and I'm going to scan the 5,000 item now and the lot number, and I'm going to put all 12 in this final pallet. All right, now if you're like some companies and you're manufacturing and building product, it may take a number of days to get orders together. But at this point, this order is sitting there waiting to be routed, whatever, and then finally a truck shows up and the order is ready to go. You can see the status is not shipped. This is our shipment number. And all I do is I'm directed over here to either LTL or truckload. I push that button. And I get my final screen. And the truck is going to be roadway 1, 2, 3, and pro 1, 2, 3. And it's got my calculated weight here. I'll just say print. So printing is an option with WiSys. You can have multiple documents or just a single document. But I've got my detail here. If you want a packing list, we have a standard one you can add. And then we have a bill of lading. This is the short form bill of lading. Some people use the VIX bill of lading. And we're done. So order 426, if we look it up, is now at the ship status. If I come over to Macola and I look at that order, you'll see it's been moving through the cycle. It's now at the ship status. And if I drill down on one of these line items, it'll give me the tracking number and information that I've chosen to update on the line detail. That's all happened automatic. Those are just switch settings in WiSys setup. And then something for the accounting department. Come back over here. So the Agility billing screen, do a little refresh here. Here's our Walmart order right here. And I'm going to bill it. I could add freight. And any miscellaneous charges or comments go right here. And I'll just say bill that order. And it just took it to status 8. And now if I want, I can use this option to take it to a status 9. And we'll get an invoice. All of these things are options. I think I have 2 just as samples. So here's the detail in your invoice, all the way down to the lot number. Makes it easy for traceability. This just happens to be the first 8 digits are my production order, and the last 7 digits are the Julian date. So it makes it really easy to know when this was produced and on what work order. Okay, that is our demo for today. Quick overview of directed order staging.